The military, it's a weird environment, you understand? It's a weird environment. It's artificial in nature. It's not real. The mistakes that you make are the consequences that they have timestamps. No, that they don't immediately expire the second you separate from the military or go guard or reserve. Because you leave a certain office, there might be lasting effects. The current position I'm in right now, dealing with mental health, I take it very seriously, mainly because it affects my everyday life, down to the moment. You know, peace. It's now something that visits occasionally, instead of being a continuous state of being. Um, Realize that, especially in the military environment, it's best that you have a plan and direction. Not so much that you have everything figured out, but certain the the list that I've alluded to um, are things that I've misprioritized. It's not so much that I didn't prioritize them, but they're in the wrong order. Wrong order. Who's to say that fitness comes before mental health proactivity? Who knows? Might be one A, one B. Might be they might go together. Yoga might be a mixture of the two. Pilates, what have you. Um, but one, number one and number two might be interchangeable. But to have mental health at number nine and bodybuilding at number one might be wrong. Having your career at number two and having relationships at 10 might be wrong. It might be wrong. Um, wisdom. Wisdom. It has to be prioritized, which means it's not a direct answer. Wisdom is not a direct answer to every problem. It's a thought process. It's a series of steps that you go through and saying, all right, this is the end result I need for this situation. This is the end result I desire. How do I get there? Who do I need to talk to? What is my desired end result as it relates to relationships, both personal and professional? Do I want to be single at 40 years old? Or do I want to be a bachelor? Do I want to be just doing what I want, traveling and having fun? I'm not saying you're going to have answers to these questions, but you have to have questions regarding these end results. And of course, your answers are probably going to change throughout the pursuit. As you move in that direction, you might have different answers that say, all right, I need to reprioritize this, reprioritize this. I'm now in a place where I'm reprioritizing my mental health and putting it at one or two, top three. Because you realize that it's way more important. It affects so much. Your mental health affects so much that if it's not in the top three, it will be forced at top three. Someone else is going to put it up there. I always talk about how you don't want to be command directed to mental health. That's a different experience than volunteering to go. I'm volunteering to go. But when you don't prioritize something that needs to be top three, top five, if you neglect it, it will force itself up there. And it's going to derail everything else. No matter how much I wanted to be a loadmaster and be in a flying AFSC, because I didn't prioritize my mental health and prioritize sleep and prioritize a healthy lifestyle of eating and physical fitness and proper relationships, and everything was just in wrong order. I prioritized YouTube and content and going on trips and vacations. Things got out of whack, out of order. And now I'm forced to put mental health at number one. I'm forced to put relationships at number two. I'm forced to put career in the military at 7 or 8. So yeah, wisdom. Wisdom has to be a priority. Wisdom has to be a priority. Constantly evaluate the results of your efforts. Constantly ask questions. Find someone who's been where you're trying to go. Ask questions. Ask questions.